Okay, it's Friday night. It's late, but I don't have to get up early tomorrow. But my wife wants to go to sleep soon, and
Don't you even.
she's reading. But my talking usually puts her to sleep, so I don't know what she's complaining about. I'll just keep talking for a while here. There's so many things. I wish I wish I had actually like organized this and written this out and like written a book that I could follow. I have tons of notes. I have, in fact, I can show you. Where did I put that?
They don't care.
They don't care. How do you know? You don't know who my audience is yet. Here, look at this. Okay. This. Oh, your vibrator, hon. Just kidding. It's
Alright, start all over. Start over.
Okay, see this? See
No.
this? No. See?
Start over.
Okay, this right here is two reams of paper. Two reams of paper. These are all the things I studied just on the subject of hell. It's stuff, research I did, I printed out, and took notes. Anyway, she liked that one. Just on the subject of hell. So I'm telling you, I've done the research. I've done a lot of work. You don't have to take my word for it. I want to encourage all of you to, all of you too. Yeah, that's probably how many people will be watching these videos is two. But because I don't think there are many people out there that really want to know the truth and are willing to go after it, because the cost is literally, you lose everything about yourself that you thought was real. And in the end, let me tell you, it's not the end yet, obviously, but I mean, once you've taken that huge step and you get on the path, you shed a lot of crap from your life. Trust me. You get rid of all this stuff that's in your mind that made you think certain ways and made you believe certain things and made you react certain ways and all this stuff, and it's all nonsense. It's all like all these extra little, like when you get a new computer and you look at the programs and there's like 50 of these crappy little programs that you will never use, but they're there for some reason. Well, it's like all those little programs that get installed in you, and they're worthless. And yeah, you end up using them for little things here and there, but it's not about the truth. It's not about. It's all about creating a persona or your identity within this realm, and that, again, it's another thing we'll get into later. I mean, I want to stay focused on the issue of scriptural interpretation. The whole idea about us being Christ, and our mission is to achieve Christ consciousness, and that is the great mystery of the goal of all the heroes of the Bible, was to be close to God. And if you can hear that disgusting sound, that's my dog drinking her water. She's a wonderful, beautiful, loving dog, but she eats and drinks like a pig. Anyways, scriptural interpretation. Yeah. Let's talk about. I when I was getting ready for bed, brushing my teeth, I had all these ideas running through my head, and other passages and other things I wanted to talk about. The whole issue about okay, Jesus. Who is Jesus? Did he really exist? Well, as Christians would say, of course he existed. Well, How do you know that? Prove it. Prove it. Show me some hard evidence that the man existed, that the man walked the earth. I mean, yeah, he's only one of the most famous beings in history, but does that mean he's actually real? Okay. I believe, yes, there was a man named Jesus. Yes, I believe there was a man who walked the earth, who taught many of these things that are in the Bible. This is where you're going to have to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. However, the man's name was not Jesus, first of all. That is a name that was given to him when the Bible was reformulated. And I want to challenge you to look into this as well. The King James Bible was commissioned, the Pope commissioned King James, believe it or not, who was a Protestant, to have the Bible written and, compiled, let's say, and reformulated and edited and put into a nice, neat package. And the man who King James commissioned to do it was Sir Francis Bacon, who also happens to, I believe, be Shakespeare. Now, the two most powerful collections of writings that has had the most to do with the shaping of human consciousness throughout history, obviously one, the Bible, and two, the writings of Shakespeare. What a coincidence, huh? And there is a lot of evidence to support this theory, and I happen to be one who thinks it's a very, very, very strong theory, and very likely that Sir Francis Bacon was the man who wrote the writings of Shakespeare. And it's a historical tidbit of information, whether it's a fact or not. You can't just come out and say, but that Francis Bacon was the man commissioned by King James to write the authorized King James Bible. And what the word authorized means is it was compiled and issued forth into the kingdom, and it was the version that you had to have. You could not have any other, or you'd get in big trouble. So, anyways, interesting historical fact, or bit of information. Do the research, look into it. What was I talking about before? What did I start with? Biblical interpretation. I was going to talk about oh gosh, there's so much. Okay, who is Jesus? Well, the man who walked the earth, his name is not Jesus. Jesus comes from the Greek having to do with eusis, or the ichthus, or the fish. And, well, that's one explanation or version of the explanation. The interesting thing, here's something else that I discovered that was one of the most mind-blowing things for me, is that the astrotheological nature of the scriptures, meaning having to do with the relating to the stars and the planets. It's all throughout Scripture. It's totally what it's based on. It's crazy. The entire, I mean, this information is well known, and I could refer you to some information. I'll give you a plug here. I would highly recommend the book. Gosh, I want to get the name right. My mind just blanked again, and I have it sitting right over here. It's a word I can't remember. Hang on.